Hey everybody, it's Perez, joined by 1/5 of Fifth Harmony. Oh my God, we almost did that together. Like I could be the sixth member.
You should be.
Normani.
Hi.
Everybody knows who you are, especially if you're watching this. I am a geek when it comes to like statistics and facts and numbers. And you and your lovely ladies of Fifth Harmony have done something that no other girl group in America had done in 10 years.
I know. It's
10 years.
It's crazy. I think the last
And that hit was the Pussycat
right?
Dolls. They had a big hit. It went top 5, and it hadn't happened since then. Why do you think there was such a drought?
Honestly, I think that everything kind of just runs its course and everything kind of cycles its way out and then it comes back again. And I think that that's a really cool thing with music. Girl groups are definitely, back in and with my
I
girls.
hope so.
I know. And we're just really excited because, to even be named, I guess, number 10 on Billboard or even get that in 10 years is just absolutely surreal and crazy because we've been in this for about 4 years and we've been working our butts off.
I
With
know.
blood, sweat, and tears. Nobody really knows until they actually go through it. But I think that it's just such a reward and verification that we've actually been doing the right thing.
I know. I've been a fan since the beginning, since
I
X
remember.
Factor.
I remember.
And
We performed at your show, remember?
I know you performed at my show in 2012.
That was right when we got off the show.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh. And now look at you.
I know.
I have my own theory as to why I think girl groups don't happen that often. And it's just business. They're expensive.
We
it's
are.
not cheap.
We are, and
being
we're
in a
different
girl
than
group.
boys. We're different than
Yeah.
boys. We have glam, we have
I
outfit,
know.
and there's 5 of us.
I know.
It's a pretty big group.
And well, actually, how old is each member? Like, you're pretty young, right?
No, well, honestly,
now
we're,
you're older.
We're kind of getting there. Dinah is about to be 19. Camila is 19. Me and Lauren.
But when you
20.
started, you were all under 18.
Yeah, we were all under 18. My
Which
first
also
audition was 15.
makes it more expensive because at the beginning you all have to travel with parents.
Exactly.
And I'm sure you have to have tutors and all of that. Did you have to do that whole?
Yeah, I think that most
That's
of it
money.
really just goes into like the glams, the wardrobe, and it's 5 of us. It's pretty expensive.
But you know what? So now playing, and I will ask questions because it's not just about me. But I think the reason that it did work for Fifth Harmony is because of the music, plain and simple.
Right.
Like even with the last album, I was a huge fan of the music on the last album.
Thank you.
The songs were great, and they didn't just appeal to young people. Even
Right.
though I would say your fan base is very passionate and a lot of them are the most vocal, the young ones.
Right.
But you were making music for everybody.
Thank you. And thank you for saying that too. It's awesome to see that we reach a wide demographic. Coming off the X Factor, I think that it was a bit tricky just because we would always do covers and we were with 4 other girls that we didn't necessarily know going into this. So we kind of had to change our mindset, but it's been such a journey. And I think that you can clearly see that we found ourselves. We've found ourselves as musicians and we've gotten to know each other and exactly what we want to talk about. And you can definitely recognize the Fifth Harmony sound when you hear it now.
Absolutely.
And we've been more hands-on creatively this time around. So that's why we're super, super excited.
I love it. I love the new album.
Thank you.
love the first single. I love the new single. It Flex.
That's my favorite. That one's my favorite.
I know what the third single needs to be.
Tell me.
Has it been decided yet?
It hasn't been decided.
Oh.
But I want to
Well,
see
I
what
think
you
it
have
has to be
say.
Right on Me.
Really?
Yeah.
Thank you. No,
because
that's-
also I think it also changes it up too,
yeah,
right?
That's nice to hear. 'Cause
sonically,
it's so
it'll
different.
take you in. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's more stripped back.
Yeah.
memorable. Yeah. I
But
can
because
see that.
like you have one banger and then another banger, I still think Right on Me is a banger.
Yeah.
But it's just different on the ears.
Right. A lot of people have been saying Not That Kind of Girl actually with Missy too.
All right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm down with that one too. But
I'll put in a word.
that's my pick.
I'll put in a word.
So you just got off a plane.
Yes.
Where did you come from?
I came from New York City.
You guys had a radio concert
Yes,
there.
we had 3 radio shows.
3 radio shows.
3 radio shows, and now we're back here. We're going to be in rehearsal for about a week, and then we go to South America for our South America tour.
Oh my goodness.
We're just hopping around.
I want to know, have you amongst yourselves decided on like rules? Are there band rules?
Not necessarily.
Meaning like we will only work 6 days a week. Like, are you allowed to, do you give yourselves a day off a week? Like that kind of thing?
It varies based on the opportunity. Like if we have a photo shoot for a magazine, obviously we're not gonna like pull out just because we want an off day, but it would help. It would definitely help. Today was actually one of our
off days.
Yeah.
But you were traveling.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
not really that off.
Yeah. Well, see, that's what our off days are. We travel days.
Oh my goodness. Now, I'm super excited for the tour for many reasons, but one of them is you're taking in the US, you're taking one of my favorite people on the road with you,
And
JoJo.
we love her so much.
Yes.
And I remember being little and just like jamming out to her. So it's kind of been like little girl Normani is freaking out right now. Like she's awesome and she's so talented.
And how did that even happen? Did you guys know her before? Was it
Not personally, but I think our management just kind of reached out to her and she was all for it.
Yeah.
And we really stand for girl power. So we have Victoria Monet, JoJo, and then the 5 of us. So we just thought that it would be the perfect look, especially because that's what we believe in and stand for.
I love it. And for the tour, have you had a lot of input on the music and the second album, the creation of that. Are you all going to also have a lot of input, I imagine, on the putting together of the tour and what we can expect?
Of course. 110%.
Like, will you each have your own moment?
Of course.
I want that.
We're very hands-on with our business, and it feels really good just because I feel like we kind of had to prove ourselves coming off of the X Factor, just because people automatically see a manufactured girl group, but we're real women with real ideas, and we feel like we're actually being heard now. And I think that you guys can clearly see that from an outside perspective. But we are very hands-on as far as our costume. We know what we want to wear. We know what we want the stage to look like. Everything. We have the set list. So it's going to be good.
Because your fans are so young, do you feel like an extra pressure on like what I should or shouldn't say?
That's always kind of tricky just because we're growing.
But not all of your fans, but
Yeah.
some of them are.
No, of course. We do have tiny fans.
Yeah.
And
because some of the songs also on this new album are pretty sexy. They had the E for explicit on them.
I know. Fifth Harmony, right? Who would have thought? Well, we are growing women,
Yes.
and I think that just comes with growing up and finding yourself. We do see ourselves as role models, but I think at the same time, it's really cool to kind of see how we've grown since we were 15 up until now. So I think that it's kind of just life, you know?
And what have you learned, or what surprised you the most about this experience?
I feel like I'm stronger than I thought I was, or stronger than I gave myself credit for before. Just because some of the situations that have been presented to me within these 4 years, I probably wouldn't have been able to deal with necessarily before. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It is a lot. I'm living my dream, and this is the best thing ever, and I'm very grateful and blessed, but I've definitely learned a lot about how people work and just about the industry.
Well, and also, it happens with everybody. The bigger you become, the bigger target you are.
Exactly.
And the bigger target you are, the more this nuisance, somebody's, not even you, like in general, like, I'm going to sue that person. Oh, they've got money, or, I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that. And that really affects people.
It really does. It really does. Especially like going on the internet and seeing what people have to say about you. We had to kind of learn how to just stop.
So you really
searching our indirects.
You don't do it anymore?
Every now and then. Because you see the positive comments and then like there's just that one negative comment that can completely throw you off. But I think that it's just all about picking and choosing, who you focus on, who you choose to focus on, which are the people that love you.
And for the future, is there something additionally you want to do? Like, would you want to be doing some acting, fashion?
Yeah.
I'm assuming and there's nothing wrong with it. I'm assuming every single one of the girls may want to explore and already is their side musical projects. Mm-hmm. What would be your number one thing you want to focus on like, let's say there's a hiatus of a year next year.
Right.
What would be your thing?
Well, seeing as though we did come into this individually, I would definitely say that it's pretty normal, and I think that it's expected to have our own aspirations and dreams, which we do. We completely give each other, flexibility to have those aspirations and dreams, but I think that it's all about respecting the fact that we needed each other and we're the reason why we're even in this position. So I think that definitely, in the near future we'll be able to have a little more flexibility to pursue those things. Because for me, I love fashion, I love acting. I really want to cross over into acting. Like, that's a big thing for me. I'm a dancer, so of course I would really love to have my own thing going, but I think that right now my main focus is definitely Fifth Harmony.
And it should be, because as you told us at the beginning, it takes a lot of work.
It does.
It takes a lot of work.
And we have a good thing going right now.
You have a great thing going.
Thank
And what's
you.
exciting too is that, like, I really think it's only gonna get bigger. Like,
I feel it.
yeah,
really
I think
do.
so too. I think
Yeah.
the songs are there on this album. Radio
Thank
is
you.
finally behind.
Thank you.
Like, they were kind of behind on the first album,
But now
didn't-
they're
But
really-
now they're fully invested, and I think it's
Yeah.
only gonna continue going down that
Thank you.
road.
We were number 1 on pop. We were number 1 on rhythmic.
I
Number 5 on
know.
Billboard. It's happening.
I'm so excited and happy
Thank
for
you.
you, and thank you for coming.
you for
and I
having
will
me.
see you on tour.
Yes, and I need to meet your kids.
All right,
Please.
whenever.
Bring them. You should bring them.
Maybe my son.
Yeah.
My daughter's a little too old. Too little.
Yeah.
I know, she's not-
A little
I'm
too
the old
old.
one.
Thank
Thank you for coming,
Thank you.
and follow the band across social media. Follow you on social media.
Thank
Buy the
you.
album. I bought the album.
727.
I bought the album.
Yes, it's a banger.
One more time for I go. Higher powers taking over.